Welcome back to Vinnie's Apron. Today I wanted to do kind of a addition to what we did last week. And if you remember right, we made some bread last week. And this isn't the last week. I just made this last night. And I just want to show you just amazing fresh bread. It's so delicious. I love it. And what I used to eat with it all the time was butter. Turns out my high blood pressure was a little bit result of high cholesterol. So I'm trying to get my cholesterol down a little bit. It's not super high, but want to help it out. And I learned that high cholesterol is usually caused from LDLs getting blocked up into your arteries and that sort of thing. HDLs combat that. And it turns out HDLs are in avocados. And I love guacamole, which avocados are made of. So we're going to make some guacamole today. Quick and easy. You'll notice I just have a knife. This is a cheese knife, I think, but it works for what I'm trying to do. And I just cut around in a circle, and I just push down a little bit, and that gets that avocado pit out. You can keep those, and if you keep them, I actually planted one. I put it in a jar, and you can see that's just growing up pretty nice. I put it in an old whipped cream thing until I put it into a bigger area. I'm not going to be able to grow it here in Utah, but I can grow it indoors. So I have to figure out a nice, beautiful pot that my wife will let me grow that thing inside. Anyway, side note, I've already cut a couple other guacamoles and avocados. But I'm just going to take a spoon now, and with that spoon, I'm just going to go around the outside. You'll notice didn't cut my finger. Didn't have any problems. It's really simple. And here's my second avocado. I'm just going to go around. Usually when they're dark like this, with this dark color, they're not green anymore. It's letting you know that they're ready. So here's that dark color skin that you're looking for. And I'm just going to get a little bit more out of there and get it into my guacamole. And now that I've got this into the bowl, and just have a little bit more here. Just one more guacamole. Now that I've got it into my bowl, I can use a fork, and it's got a little bit of dark spots on here, so I want to get rid of them. I don't know if they hurt you, if they're like banana spots or not, but I don't want to risk it. I'm going to take my fork, and I'm going to mash these bad boys up. And you've seen this a million times on different shows. They just mash up the guacamole. Well, I want to add some other things into my guacamole. And one of the things that I like are garlic. So I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic. Garlic is also good for it's good for combating high cholesterol, supposedly. And also keeps vampires away. So it's a plus plus. Anywho, now that I've kind of mushed this up enough and got it pretty ground up, I'm going to take a garlic, and in this case, I'm just going to cut off the end here, and I'm going to smash it with my blade, and that helps it to separate, and it gets that peel off of it. So I'm going to just throw that peel out of the way. There we go. And I'm just going to mince up this, cut it up real as fine as you like, as fine as you can handle for your own guacamole. And I'm like a super knife cutter guy. I probably should have been a chef, but I decided to just eat food a lot. So now I've got that. I'll go ahead and put my garlic in there, some fresh garlic. And I also like some onions, so I'm going to take off the very top of my onion here. And that's going to just allow me to get some of the skin off. I'm looking at this more than I'm looking at you, and I apologize for that. But I want to make sure I keep my fingers. I like them the way they are. I'm going to continue to unwrap this. Probably should have unwrapped this a little bit before the video started, but this is funnier, right? I've gone ahead and unwrapped my onion. And now I'm just going to go ahead and slice it. And I could have done that beforehand. Maybe I will for the next time I have to prep an onion. But that was funny. Anyway, now that I've done that, I'll just cut it in half. And I'm just going to cut it up into little bits. Again, as small as you like your onions to be inside your guacamole. Amazing. Amazing. So I'll go ahead and put that into my guacamole. That's probably enough there. Set that to the side. Actually, I want one more thing, and that is my tomato. I like fresh tomatoes. I am a Jersey boy, and tomatoes are amazing. This one that I have here isn't that great. It's I think it's an aquaponics or something. I'm a little ashamed to admit it, but you can't have, in my opinion, guacamole without some cut up tomatoes in it. So I'm just going to cut some tomatoes in there. And now my tomatoes are cut. Honestly, I like a good tomato sandwich with a little bit of mayo, a little bit of salt and pepper, and some oil, and just put that right on the bread. I didn't used to like tomatoes when I was a kid, and I learned to like them as I got older. Had some friends that ate them like crazy, and they would just eat them like apples. And I kind of, depending on the mood I'm in, sometimes I can do that, sometimes I can't. Really depends on how good the tomato is. If it's a good Jersey tomato, definitely can eat it like an apple. Okay, so I've got all this stuff in here. I'm just going to mix it up. And this is a really good kind of chunky avocado mix. That's the way I like it. I like it with the onions. I like it with the tomatoes. Again, with the garlic that's in there. All that good stuff working together for some amazing taste. And one last thing that you want to add that I think makes it, well, my daughter says it keeps the guacamole from getting brown, but it's also good flavor. And that is, if you have a lemon, cut a lemon in half and squeeze those juices in there. I'm cheating. I don't have any lemons today, so I'm just going to put what I think is the appropriate amount of lemon juice. And some people put some oil in there too. I've got some olive oil. It depends on how much you like it. Avocado is really kind of oily as it is, but I'm going to go ahead and mix that in there. And now that I have that all done, I can take my fresh slice of bread and put some avocado right on that bread. And you can make an avocado sandwich, or you can throw some tuna fish on there, however you like it. But now you're eating heart healthy, and it was simple and easy. That's all for Vinnie's Apron. Thanks. Hope to see you again next week.